We're so back. If this test runs well.
Welcome to today's test stream, I guess. For now, it's more of a test chaos than anything else. Hey there, Asfar. Thank you very much again for 17 months. I don't know what is happening to OBS, but I do not like what's happening. Like, I'm on a break, I come back, and suddenly everything looks different. Nothing is working anymore. And it's not like I didn't update. I updated all my stuff. I did everything by the book. But I don't know what is going on. The interface looks completely different. The chat, that one already gave up before I went on the break. So I was hoping that when I come back, the issue with the chat box is resolved because they have time to like do that. And I come back and it's still not working. I have to tap out completely and like go to a browser tab to type. Or I have to use my phone, but my phone doesn't have too much battery. So I guess I'm just not typing very much. And in a lot of scenarios, that's like not so much of a problem. But in a few games that I played, I used mod commands like very often. For example, when I played Dark Souls, I used it to update my death counter. And I had a few deaths, so I had to use the command quite often. So when I imagine each and every time I want to do that, I have to actually like tab out, go to a browser tab and do that. Then get the OBS back on the top that I see it again. It kind of sounds like a hassle, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get why multi-streaming is like very, very important to many people nowadays. And to see your chat from like multiple platforms in one box is like very nice. But like not being able to type is so annoying for me. I don't know. I mean, I get the problem if you have a box chat that is a chat with multiple platforms. Then it's kind of difficult for you to have the broadcaster type in all of these at once, because I mean, text maybe, yes, just use a text and send it to all of them at once. But I think the problem is the implementation of emojis and stickers on the different platforms, because they're not using the same ones. I think that may be the case, but it is still stinky. Also, I see nobody else having the problem. Maybe that's because most people do use the multi-chat now, because they are streaming to like 3 or 4 different platforms at once. Well, I don't at the moment, at the very least. Maybe I could consider that. I mean, now that I can't use the other box anyway. But still, it is really annoying for me. Because I need to rethink this. Maybe it's become not such a problem for some people, because I heard they use like these, what are they called? I always forget. These boxes where you press the buttons. Yeah, Stream Deck thingies, yeah? Where you press the button for your commands. Like when you want to do something, you have that on buttons. Yes? When you actually use these, maybe it's not such a hassle. Because then you can have the commands like on the box. Or if you have a lot of moderators, maybe they can do some of this stuff. But like if you do everything yourself and you don't have this board button thingy, and yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, at least with this box I can see the chat. The other box doesn't even show my chat anymore. I tried it multiple times. Like, the chat shows up as soon as I refresh the box, but that's like beside the point. I can't go into OBS and click a refresh like every 3 seconds so I can actually see what chat is typing. That's like super annoying. So I don't know why they made it no longer work. But we'll have to get used to this, I'm guessing. Super time wasting too. Yeah, exactly. We'll have to get used to this setup, at least for now, until I think of a better solution. Which I can't think of at the moment, but maybe if Stream Elements is so kind, maybe they do give an option to actually like type in the multi-chat. Maybe if they make like a option to pick in what chat you want to like type or something, so that you don't have to type in all of them or something. If it should be just for one, I don't know. I think it doesn't matter right now. I can complain what I want. I can make it work like it was before. Whatever I do. I'm just tiny fish in big ocean. I have to swim with the demand of people, I'm guessing, and make the best of it. My other streaming software has like 50 million new buttons that I have no idea what they're doing, so I'm not touching them. Like the thing that my camera, my model runs on, they have like updates that I install, but I have no idea what the new buttons do, so I'm just like, I'm treating this like a shoot the rockets, emergency explode, self-destruct button, and I'm not clicking anything. Like, keep away from the new buttons until I've read up on the features or something. I think that's the best I can do for now, seeing how things went when I wanted to start the stream today, so... Better not touch anything right now. Also, I have no idea where my reward queue is. I tried putting it in, but somehow it gives me an error. I have a lot of things that I kind of have to see how they now work. They may now be deprecated or something, but we'll have to see. Regarding of what we do the following streams, once I get everything back to work again, I did already type something on the Discord. Like, I want to see if I can get that very old game running again. I do not have a capture card to actually like get that on the original console, so I might have to do it in an emulator because otherwise just won't be feasible. Other than that, we'll have to see. I think it's a long game, so I'll have time to like think what else I want to do. Maybe I want to switch it up a little bit, but I want to get a little away from all that, like, you know, only doing dailies and different kind of games kind of thing, because I don't know, it's just it feels so, I need to find the right word, a little bit like a chore. I don't want to do chores on stream. Like, sure, if we talk while I do them, like I do them, I don't comment on them, and we just talk random stuff, that is like fine. But if it's like the main topic, it's like I have to do this chore, and that's like the thing that's I don't know. It's always a little sad to me, honestly. And at the moment, I cannot use sad. I had enough sad currently in my life. I had enough of the sad. So I am trying to focus on the more positive things right now. Would be my plan. We'll see how well that like goes. I did stream some like old emulator stuff, and I think I had problems with like the resolution of stuff before, so I don't know how we're gonna do that, but I think I might have an idea. Maybe we do like a different layout where we have like a border or something, like where we put the chat or something, so it looks like it was meant to be. Like not doing that full screen, then maybe it doesn't look so weird that it has these I don't know, depending on what resolution it is. Are the bars then on the left and right or on the top and bottom? I think top and bottom, right? No, other. I think right and bottom, because it's like just smaller, but I think it was off too. I think there was more space on the right. I think I remember I had the chat window on the right, so it was way like slimmer, like the game window was slimmer or something. I'm not good at thinking, but yeah. For now, today, since we're doing this basically as a task, afterwards I'm gonna also read the logs and see if everything was stable, if there were any more errors in there, like the one I had in the beginning. To do that, I want to do something that is like a little more relaxing. We're gonna log into Story Stable and just, you know, I'm doing my dailies, and while we do that, we can also talk about things if somebody can think about something. If not, I have to think about something. I'm not good at thinking, but I'll try. Okay, so let me get the game started real quick. Yeah, I know, I'm not good at thinking. At least I acknowledge it, okay? Let me see if I can get that done. I need to switch over somehow. I think everything is working. For a moment there, I was worried it did not record sound, but it does. So yeah. It's a bit laggy though, my PC. I hope everything is it's okay. I think it's just a preview. What do I want to say? I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I know what I wanted to do. it came back to me that we need to switch categories. Because we will still talk, but we'll also be playing a game, so it can't be in just chatting, right? That's against the rules. I mean, not technically, I think, but... I need to do that from the outside now, because OBS will not let me do it anymore. So give me a second. May not have any sound while I do that. I hope that did work. I think it did. I see the updated picture. So but yeah, I've been up to many things while I was on the break, not many of which were positive. Any new horses out? There have been new horses out. In fact, also I think yesterday they released like moolies, but I didn't have a look at them yet. I was busy. But yeah, we have a new track running, which is why I'm doing dailies in the first place. Because I'm not normally doing much when there's like not a track running, you know. Just having too much to do. But yeah, there's still a lot of stuff that need to be organized, so even if I am quote-unquote back now, expect a 1 or 2 or 3 days. Well, I have to be out for like legal stuff and you know, whatever else there is up. Because there's still a long way to go with all that. But like at least the major stuff is over now. So I have a breathing room again. Oh, also I'm leaving the music on. I hope that is okay. Three months straight of bad really does describe it. Personally, I described it to like some people that were like, you know, when you're telling stuff to people, they are like, are you for real or are you making up a story? And honestly, my best response to everybody was always like, if I wasn't in it, I would think that I am right now in a weird VR movie that is happening, because it is written so cliche and so, I don't know, so unreal. Like my life currently is written so unreal that it does not seem like that can actually happen. You know, like you know you're in a dream because it's not realistic. Sometimes that's how it felt. It didn't feel believably right. But sadly, it was reality, but I had to accept that. But it was weird. Weird is the right word. Just weird. I felt weird. Sad and weird. At least it does make for a good story. Like, you know. Did make for a good story. It's something that you can tell with a little bit of a smile too, because somehow it's also like, it's tragic, but it's also somehow a little romantic in a way, you know. At least I think it is. But yeah, enough of the sad shit. I'm trying to not think of the sad. Don't you think? I think it's a little romantic when there's like people that can... God. If anybody is watching that is easily triggered, please close your ears for like 1 second. We have like a triggering topic for 1 second and then I'll stop. I think it's a little romantic if you can like... If you don't have to be sad. I'm gonna put it like that. If you don't have to be sad as a person because you lose somebody, because you both like go in the same time span, I think that has like a romantic notion. Like you do everything together, even like the end of your life you do together. Like it's somehow weirdly, in a weird sense, it's like touching, okay? Cause that's the weird thing, or not the weird thing. That's the cute thing. They did everything together, like everything, and that's kind of like the cute thing about it. They really did everything together. They didn't have to overdo it, but like, you know. Hey Mia, how you doing? I am doing a bit better. Still not the best, and also tech is giving me a hard time today. When I'm already having a hard time. But yeah. But how are you doing? Are you still in problems? I didn't get an update from. I was kind of like out of the sphere of everything for months for reasons. Can probably read up on the reasons on my Discord if you want to, but I do not recommend. Only sadness. But yeah, I wanted to come back, but like OBS is giving me a hard time. Or more like, I think it's Stream Elements that's giving me a hard time. My chat window does not want to let me type anymore. So I am trying to like get everything into working position, but it's not an easy thing. I guess nothing much changed while I was gone. It's not like my stuff worked beforehand. I just realized the tail has a bow. Yeah, I put it there. I think it's really cute. Also emphasizes that she's a girl. Like makes her cuter, don't you think? Stream Elements has been a bitch. A little bit, yes. Yeah, as far as PC died. Rip the PC. The condolences. At least you're gonna get a new one. Yeah, and my internet stopped working completely for a while. I'm glad I could get it fixed. It set me back a little bit on finances though, so that was another blow that should not have happened. But internet is important, so I had to invest. I need that for everything. Streaming, personal life, work. You just can't do without a connection anymore. That's just the way it is. My recommendation would be to get OBS. Oh, you mean the old one? Yeah, maybe a rollback would be an idea, but I just reinstalled the new version because I thought something was off with my settings, perhaps. And therefore, I reinstalled everything. Like the normal OBS and the Stream Elements thingy. And it still didn't help. The only thing it did, it reset all my settings, so I had to redo it. And I'm not sure I want to redo that again. After having to reconfigure everything already. Internet is a necessity like electricity. Yeah, I do agree. I absolutely agree on that one. Both very important things. I mean, I kind of like it when they like offer internet when you're like out. Like when you go in somewhere and they have like an open Wi-Fi for you to use. That is like great. Those places, they really acknowledge that you need stuff. Can export the scenes and profiles into your phone. That's what I did. I did export all my scenes and my profile and imported it, and everything was still broken. I don't know what is going on. I don't know. It still did not work. I don't know what the heck was going on with OBS. The problem is all my programs kind of like need the new OBS to work. So it's like not an option to go into an outdated version actually. Open Wi-Fi is scary. Like from public places, it's not that much. Like when you have one, like for example, I think our like supermarket officer. The thing is, like, more and more services need you to have like internet. And like for example, the supermarket, they have an app that you need to use like on checkout. And therefore they offer it so people with worse connection don't like slow down the line, you know, which kind of makes sense in a way for discounts and things. Yeah, discounts, but also they don't give out what is it called, the thing that you get where it lists what you bought and the prices. Receipt. Is it receipt in English? God, I'm really failing today. I think it's receipt. They don't give out a physical receipt anymore, so you get it on the app, so that's why it's important. And they do need to give one out for like legal reasons, but they don't give one out in paper, you know, to like save on paper. Save the environment. That's how they put it. Actually, just want to save on money. That is what I am guessing. But hey, if it does both at the same time, I am not complaining. So yeah, but they also give discounts over the app and like and offers and stuff. A lot of the time you get like special offers when you like buy a special product, like when you buy a pizza of a special brand or whatever that week. I live off my discounts. So it's especially important for me. But yeah, when you have a bad phone connection because you have a very cheap contract with like the operator and you have not the best phone, then sometimes you are slow with like the normal connection that you have like over just over satellite thingy. But these like Wi-Fi spots on these places, they make it like you have like decent connection and that you can use that service, which is good. I mean, I wouldn't use it to like personally browse or something, but like for everything that you need to get done there, it is really good. I mean, personally here in Germany, we are like in a weird disposition regarding like modernized systems for like actually buying things, because most of the time shops do prefer or only accept cash instead of like card. And you really need to be careful, like how you can like actually buy things. And that can be a little frustrating because you always have to carry actual cash with you, or you have to have a bank dispenser thingy near you where you can actually go to, which did cause problems for my family actually, because a lot of people in my family were like had their accounts at one bank that was a long established local bank near us, and the problem is they closed like all their little shops like where you could go in. They only had one in like 2 or 3 big major cities now. And the other ones, they all closed off. And that's a problem, since when you can't get money or you have to drive like an hour to fetch and get some money, then you can't go there. You know? And they're like, okay, if you want to get your money, you can either like play just with your card, or you can go to this big city and get it. Like, wow, that's great, because 1 hour drive is great. And go into a shop that doesn't accept the card, also super great. So yeah, they switched the bank because that is way easier than that. Sorry, but we are not in that state yet where you can do like everything digitally here where I am, sadly. I wish it were that easy, just. But a lot of shop owners are like old-fashioned here. They're like, you want to pay with what? Very, very old-fashioned area. Like very, very big cities probably don't have that problem that much. They are like used to modern society, and like also like well, technically not tourists, because we got a lot of tourists here too. I don't know what the problem is then. Don't ask me. But they don't want to switch for whatever reason. Maybe just some weird, I don't know, old generation that just doesn't want to go. Also, I hope you're having a nice dinner, whatever you're having. I don't even know what I'll be having today. Normally I plan everything through, but today there was like so much things happening that I didn't have time yet. So I'll have to be spontaneous. The thing that I hate most in the world, being spontaneous. But sometimes it can't be helped. I mean, it's not too spontaneous. As you know, I keep a list of meals that I eat for the weekend. It's just the order in which they are eaten that is random. So spontaneous, maybe overdoing it, but you know what I mean. Normally I know the day before like what I'll do from the list on the next day, or maybe even the day after. Sometimes it's also dependent on what will expire first, you know what I mean? If you have like a salad on the list, like a really fresh salad with a lot of greens, you will want to have that one very early in the week, for example. So, makes sense. But some weeks you just have things that are like same time expiry, so you just pick whatever. You also like plants. I just feel safer with plants. I think is the right thing to say here. It's not that I like planning. I think I also like planning to an extent, like not too much, but I do get some happiness from after it's done because I feel safer. You know what I mean? When I have like this, oh, I know what will happen. I have prepared for all scenarios. I feel safer. And sometimes you can prepare as much as you want. It's still going completely wrong. I prepared so much for today, for example. Yesterday, I looked through every option again. Everything. I even got, at the very least, the activity feed working again. Like, I did my very, very best to set up the OBS so it works. And what happens? New bug that I couldn't even grasp existed. So yeah, so much for feeling safe. You are never safe. It's like a horror scenario. Yay. Okay, I think we did most of the quest thingies. At least the ones that I do to do like my this. But it's technically a bonus point thingy, I think. So we could technically do a little bit more. If we want to. Also, maybe a main quest, but I'm not sure yet. Maybe. Also, yeah, I didn't mention it, but I did hydrate. Just wanting to say that. I think I didn't mention it. I don't know if you can hear it today if I'm hydrating, because with everything going on, I did not put stuff in my glass as I usually do, but I just left it in like in the bottle and drink like this. I'm sorry. I did not have more time to prepare because OBS was being a little bit uncooperative. I don't know why, but it just is. Okay, I think I did see something north of here. So how about we go there? I don't know which quest I did. What was the quest log again? God, I didn't play in so long that I forgot. L? Yeah, it is. Sometimes I'm... It is in games, it's either always L or J. Sometimes I. I'm not sure. Mia has to test the hydrate again. I can try to slurp very loud. Maybe then you can hear it. Did you hear that better? I don't know. Probably not. That's better? Because normally with the glass, you can at least hear when I'm like lifting it. And I'm setting it down. Because the glass is making noise. But that thing, it's not making noise. Or do you hear that? A bit maybe. If I'm really hammering it down. Ow! Not hammering me, please. I am hammering the thing onto my desk. Okay, I try to slurp, but I don't think I'm good at slurping. Also, I think my microphone may be set to filter out background noise, and it may see slurping as a background noise. But I'm trying. Did you hear anything? Did that do something? Or did it filter? Okay, good. There, have your slurping. I almost choked on it because I had to slurp so much so something went through on the microphone. If I ever want to do ASMR, which I'm not sure I want to. Also, the race is in for Pinta first because I'm feeling like it. I think I would have to set up my microphone differently. Or more like I would have to get an actual microphone and not that headset thingy here where I have the filter on so it doesn't sound as squeakily and, I don't know, weird. Because actual good microphones, I think they pick up like your breathing and everything. Not that thing. But I think my filters make it sound really good. Or at least decent. Not perfect, but decent. Okay, let's see. Sounded clear just now. I think if it's loud enough, it may see it as me saying something. But if it's like too quiet, a noise, then it will not pick it up. That's why I have to do it like very, very, very exaggerated for it to pick anything up. I notice sometimes when I'm like talking to people on Discord, and they also have like this noise cancellation feature, and when I am like being more quiet, when I'm like really normally quiet, not like I'm right now where I'm talkative, but when I'm like okay, I like getting really quiet with my voice, then it just doesn't pick me up, and I'm saying a whole ass sentence, and afterwards everybody is like, why didn't you say anything to the topic? And I'm like, I did, but Discord was like, oh, that is noise. I'm noise, okay? Yeah, I can relate. I'm noise. Yeah, because it's not loud enough, I think. My microphone picks up nicely when you talk all very loud and clear. But when I am trying to not yell, then it doesn't pick up very nicely. Which is unfortunate. Well, what can you do? I have to work with what I got. It's better than some microphones other people have to use. Technically, I also would have the microphone that is in my camera, but I think that one is even worse, unless I'm mistaken. But that may be because I never even configured that one. I did not touch that one, but I think when I bought the camera, it said it's not a good microphone, and I was like, I don't care, I have a headset. I didn't take the microphone into consideration at all. Like, you know, when I bought my phone, I didn't take into consideration on if I actually can take pictures with it that are actually good looking. And that wasn't a problem until I had to do a picture at some point. Or at multiple points, actually. Wait, let me clean that. Otherwise, I'm never gonna do that. Gonna have to tap out for it now. Because at some point, like when you're getting to the stage of being an adult, and you notice, okay, sometimes people want to see things from me, like they want to see a certain document and stuff. And I did not have like a scanner at the time. I just didn't have one. I still don't have one. Don't look at me like that. I still don't have one. So, everybody always said, like, it's not a problem. You can just make a phone. With a phone, you make a photo. And it's just as well accepted. And that may be true. But I noticed that the photos that my phone does are like... yeah. Embarrassing. Really embarrassing. And like, not meant for this kind of thing where you actually send in a document that people should be able to read, because all the letters were like muddy and you could barely make out what it said. So for official things, I would not recommend. Instead, I'm slouching and scanning stuff at work, okay? Like, workplace equipment misusage. It's better than getting one myself. I don't even know what a scanner costs these days. Like, a decent one. I never looked into it. Maybe they're not that expensive anymore nowadays. I think when I last looked into it, and that was like a very long time ago, I would have to pay like, I don't know, 70 or 80 euro for one, and that was too much for how little I would use the thingy. Because I wouldn't have to use it on the daily, just, you know, on the off chance of one time a year that I have to actually send in some documentation somewhere. And nowadays, many things are also sent to you digitally, so you can like digitally send them in, so it's not that big a deal anymore. Okay, how do I get back down here? I think here. But a few years ago, there was like this stage where, ouch, where nothing was like sent to you digitally, but they still expected you to send them to them digitally scanned in. Oh, I ran right past the race. So at that time, I had a few problems. Nothing I didn't manage through, but you know. Still. Now I have different problems. If I were to buy like new equipment, I think the thing that I would have to replace the most is probably my mouse, maybe, because my wheel is not working anymore. Or like more like it is working, just not in the sense that I want it to. It is zooming in and out, just not in the order and capacity that I wanted to. Everybody that watched me like trying to zoom in on a game knows what I'm talking about. Almost comical sometimes. But yeah, in most programs, not all, you can at least use other keys to zoom. So it's not the end of the world. But a lot of games sometimes do not understand the what if I do not have a functioning mouse wheel problem. But even through that, I kind of got through it. Other than that, I think probably my phone. My phone is like so old that my battery is not lasting anymore. It's like over 6 years, I think now, and even then, it was like the cheapest, oldest thing that I could have gotten. So. Honk at me. I think their replacement would be nice, but as long as it's not exploding in my face, I think I still take it. My mouse works 1% of the time, 90% of the time. I mean, mine is working. It just does not what I tell it to do. If I say zoom in, it zooms out. If I say zoom out, it zooms out, then 1 in, then 2 out. Like, technically it's working, just not in the way I want it to. I mean, if I scroll for like 5 minutes, sometimes I get where I need to go, but most of the time I don't. With patience, you can scroll. If I have to scroll down to scroll up, well, for a better chance of it scrolling up. Yeah, it's like so weird. I wonder if this has to do with them changing up their technology on how the mouse wheels work. And that the new technology was, or still is, I don't know if the newer mouse also having that problem, faulty to a sense that they broke really easily. Because there's so many people with the exact same problem on their mouse wheels. But I think most people I know that have that problem did just replace their mouse. But for me, it's like, as long as the other functions are still there, I am thinking about, nah, I'll live with this for now. I'm really not getting to that quest in the middle, am I? I'm procrastinating, I'm sorry. Other direction. There we go. Concentration. The only thing that I'm really curious about, but we can't really test today, is if on some of the games that were laggy in the past for me, if they are still lagging or if the model is stable now. Because before my whole OBS was lagging. If you remember. For example, on I think it was on Planet Zoo, right? Where everything was totally laggy. I wonder if that is still a problem. We're getting closer to the quest. Not quite there. Still have one, then I'm getting to the quest. Or maybe no, this is just we're just doing the race, not the quests. I'm not feeling in small mini quest mood today. Yeah, but I'm happy that my internet is now working again. That could have been even more expensive than it was. Luckily, it wasn't too expensive, due to me having some favors I could call in, you know. But it was scary, very scary. But yeah, it's funny how many things are not working and you can't even like calling your God, what's the word? I forgot. It's not insurance. Or is it no, insurance is I think for when you're having a problem. I forgot. When you have like a guarantee that stuff will work on it. Pardon my forgetting the English language. Can't concentrate on 3 things at once. My phone is curved, so you can't even get tempered glass for it. A curved one? I think that's one of the reasons I wouldn't want to get a curved one. That sounds not good. Ripping like paper. But I kind of get the problem in another sense. Like I have bought a protective covering for my phone. A very simple one. A simple transparent one. Just one so it is better covered in case it falls or something. And the thing is, it wasn't the most high quality or expensive cover. So by now the transparency is like more milky and it looks dirty, so to speak. Even though I wash it like every few weeks with like soap, I wash it out, the cover, and it's still it's just the material it's made of just is very, very bad quality, so it's not good anymore. But the thing is, I wanted to get a new one, but since the phone I have is such a uncommon, cheap, almost like knockoff, I don't know, phone, there isn't many covers for it. Well, like not at all. That are sold anymore, unless I would go to like a shop that makes like custom made ones, which are even more expensive. So I have like I have 2 options: either give a lot of money into like a custom thing, but since my phone is so old, it is very likely that it will break in the next year or maybe 2. And then I bought it all for nothing, but because it will not fit on the new phone if I get one, no matter which one I get. Or leave it dirty as it is, and, well, get one when I have to buy a new phone. So that's what I'm opting to do right now. just wait the thing out. Old phone was like that. Just bought a similar size one and got lucky. The problem is this one has like a very weird position on the buttons as well as like the phone cameras and whatever sensors and stuff it has. So I didn't find one that was even remotely similar to it. Like, not at all. She coming? Yes. So at the moment I'm opted for, I am only buying a new one once I get the new phone. Because as I said, it's probably gonna only be a year or two before the thing is dying out on me completely. I'm already in the stage where I can't like go onto a trip. Like I say, okay, I go grocery shopping, which will take like maybe 1 or 2 hours depending on how many shops I have to go to. And how long the lines are. So even for that, I need to specifically charge my phone so it has battery while I'm gone, just in case of an emergency when I'm out of the house. Normally that shouldn't be. It should hold like 2 or 3 days, but my battery is like basically dead now. And yeah, I think it will die out on me soon. I can probably wait that one out still. Then I give it the proper burial that it deserves. Maybe I should make a backup of all of my files there. Now that I think about it. Like, there is not much of value on it, but like, I have a lot of like, you know, like photos of memories that I really would like to save. And I don't think I have like this feature on where you like sync it with your like accounts and stuff. To do that after the stream. Yes, I will. I mean, normally I do that like every 2 or 3 months, but with everything that has been going on, I did not do any sort of backup of my phone. I didn't even know that there was a new quest there. I think that's when they reworked this area that they put the quest in, but I never played it. I have nothing to back up, luckily or unluckily. Do you never take like photos? I mean, I don't take too many, but like, you know, when I'm at a family gathering where we celebrate something, like let's say a birthday, I usually take at least one photo, just, you know, to remember the occasion. Do we just walk through the back? I have no idea, didn't pay attention. Did she mention a specific route? I'm just gonna follow the quest marker. It looks like it's on the outside, though. Don't have enough of a life to take photos. My brain never thinks to take photos when I do stuff. You see, the cheat code is the following. When you are on a family birthday, you have to actually be bored and not know what to do because it takes hours. And the other ones are still talking because they're like too extroverted or something. And you just sit there and think like, it's somehow not okay to leave yet. Everybody will think I'm the weird one because I'm already leaving. They still have plans for like, let's say you came for afternoon cake for the birthday, and they are like, yeah, later we'll get pizza together then. And you sit there like, okay, but like dinner time is in 3 hours. And they're like, yeah, later. And you're like, but I wanted to leave in a half an hour. You can't leave yet. But everybody's talking about stuff and you can't contribute because you have no idea about the topic, or you're like, yes, cars, I don't get it. like it's not my topic, and I'm sitting there and then I'm feeling bored, and then I get my phone out And then stuff like that happens when you take a photo or something. I'll be there on my phone anyway. Yeah, then make a habit out of it. If you're on your phone anyway because you're bored at something like that, make a photo of something you're interested in. Most of the time for me, it's like when the birthday cake, for example, is nicely decorated, I take a photo of that and like everybody's in the background anyway, so, you know? I mean, I'm talking like I'm taking lots of screens. It's like probably 1 photo a month at maximum. It's still important. I mean, at the moment, there's like not too much on there, I think. A few things. Sightseeing race. That sounds interesting. Sightseeing and race kind of like contradicts itself, right? Either it's like sightseeing, we take things slow, or we race and we actually like we go fast and we don't look. Like sightseeing race sounds kind of weird but interesting. Also, if we race and I am faster, how is she gonna know the path? Or is that just me? Race and look. Like hardcore looking. You're gonna be judged on how much you look. You'll be quizzed later. Which license plate did this truck have? I think I would be horrible at that. I usually don't take in details like that and keep them. I'm not the sort of person that comes into a room and then knows like, 3 people are wearing red shorts and the one in the back is having, I don't know, important, insert important name, clothing item, and I don't know. That one over there is driving that in that brand car. No. Sometimes I can't, even if I look for it for 10 minutes, I can't tell you. I'm just not a very, brand safe person. I don't know. When things are presented to me, like most of the time I have no clue what that thing is. Unless it's something that's like 100% everybody knows that. Like if you're telling me, I don't know, what's something everybody knows? Like Nintendo or something. Okay, yeah, that I know. Oh, I know now why it's sightseeing. Look at the garden. Also, was the path split just now? I think I could take a right and a left path to the goal, which I really, really liked. There's a test at the end. No! I'm gonna fail. I was set up for something like this once when I was at an interview. And then we sat in a room to wait for the interview, like multiple people. And afterwards they asked like weird questions like, there was flowers on the tip. Which ones were those? What color were the curtains? Like stuff like that. And I was like, if I am gonna be honest, you could put the vase in front of me. I have no idea what the flower was, even if it's in front of me. Because I don't know flowers. Unless it's maybe a rose, then maybe I know. Maybe a daisy. But I am not paying attention to stuff like that. Like, how is that important? Like, oh, your awareness is tested. I was like, okay, good, fine. But yeah, I had worse interviews. I'm glad interview time's over. I don't want to do interviews anymore. I'll lead her to the writing arena. Okay. Remember for yourself where it is. Wait. Do I have to lead her directly or can I jump down here and she will see directly where it is? Ah, intelligent. I like it. Wait, do you know the favorite question of interviewers? Do you know the favorite question on job interviews? the famous question of why do you want to work specifically here? Like, what did you say for that? Like, if I say, oh, this is the best place ever, everybody wants to work here, then I seem like a weird obsessed person. Like, what do they want to hear? I am here because I need money? No, that's too honest then. Like, what do I say? What do they want to hear? Like, yeah, but you could go to everybody else. Yeah, I did apply to 5 different ones. What do you want to hear? But what why here? I am job that and that. You are a company that offers me a position as this. That's why. Questions like this is when you notice they have like not really a need for somebody new in that position. They just want to pick out like really extra dumb and dedicated people, you know? I don't know. If they want somebody that lies to them and then not showing up and not doing their job correctly after lying to them on how great they are, be my guest. That's not something I would actually look for when I would conduct an interview. I once said this company has the best benefits of all the companies related to the sector, and it was a lie. I think I remember when I was in school, they made you do like these little tiny internships that you had to go to. And even in them, to get like one of these spots to be like a tiny school internship thingy, you had to go to like an interview to see if they would even take you. And they asked me why I wanted to do my school internship thingy there. And I'm gonna be honest, I was zero prepared. Because, like, you have to see that was like my first ever like grasp into anything like remotely work related. And they're like, why do you want to work here? What about our company is like important to you? And I'm thinking like, I don't even know what they are doing. I didn't even know. Do they produce something? Do they do some sort of service? I had no idea. What sector? No idea. The name also didn't tell me something. I think it was just the family name of the person. I was like, I don't know. I was just being honest. Because back then I thought like, you have to be honest, right? You can't just lie. I guess I'm still that. Depends why I'm not super rich, I guess. That explains it. I'm too honest. But yeah, I was like, okay, I need to tell them I don't know because I really don't know. Yeah, I did not get the internship there. Wherever that was. I still don't know up to this day what they do. I don't know what it was. I have no idea. Because the thing is, we didn't just go and get random like okay, you come back with wherever you want to do this. No, the teacher did give us, I think, 3 cards with places we need to apply to without information on them. Like, here's 3 names. Please write to them, and you can also see if you get something somewhere else. And all 3 that were on my cards, I had no clue what that even was. I didn't also... You have to remember, I had no internet back then. When that happened, my parents didn't get us internet yet, so I had no idea how to get info on these places. And I was too shy to actually just go up to the address and see if there's something there or something. My parents also didn't have any clue what kind of companies that were, so it couldn't be too big, honestly. So yeah, that was that. In the end, I think I did a internship in like a vacation booking service because my mother kind of knew somebody there and was like, hey, we need a spot just for a few days. I did nothing there, basically. Only thing I did is get like little brochures, like little pamphlets, and do the company logo stamp on each and one of them, like stamp the next brochure and the next brochure, and I did this for 3 days straight. I have no idea. Time went past me, nothing happened. Absolutely waste of time. That's what I can tell you. Way too early in my life. Because at that point, you didn't have any idea what you want to become anyways. Huge waste for me. And I mean, for the companies, it's probably just a way to get a free coffee boy, pamphlet, stamper, whatever they do. They get something like cheap, absolute, doesn't need any skilled labor out of it, which is really not so nice, if you're asking me. I'm not a fan of that system, like at all. God, if I would see something. Ah, there it is. Once let me write how to respond to a customer when it was an entry-level job for customer service. Then they told me it's too long and not professional enough. Let me guess. The very professional and short answer was, dear customer, thank you for your input. We are sorry to inform you we can't help you. We still wish you a good day. Goodbye. Like you get these copy-paste, almost like chatbot answers from customer service nowadays. They didn't even tell me the correct answer. Yeah, exactly. I mean, some things are like just horrible. I don't know if I already told you that story once. I think I already spoke about that once. But I once went to an interview. And another person that I know, a friend, also applied to the same company. And the thing is, they didn't really want the job. They just had to apply, you know, for school. You have to apply to that and that many. They had their sights set on another, and they already had like a yes from another company. So they just went there to get their like check mark on it. Yeah. And the thing is, I went there. I came in. They didn't even talk to me. And they immediately said that the slot that they said they had open was already taken, and therefore thanked me for my time, but they didn't have any questions because already taken. I was thinking like, okay, why not say that I shouldn't come or something? I don't know. But I think they had like a rule that they had to see everybody that applied there. The thing is, that other person had an interview like 1 or 2 days later. And there, they were told that the position was still open. And, well, it gets worse. Person was a little, how do you say, daring. They didn't want the thing anyways. And They said they heard the position was already closed or something. I don't know how they pulled it off or like how they said it. But basically they kind of asked like why they said that it was closed when it was still open. And they figured out, or like they got the answer somehow by like acting nice or something, that they do turn away all female applicants because, take this, women can get pregnant and they can't afford having somebody that gets them pregnant off time in their company. That was forever ago, but still, that happened. Well, then they got I'm also not interested in working here. Which they looked a little dumb because they didn't know that the person knew me and then told me why I was not actually accepted there. You know what I mean? But yeah, things like that do still happen. I mean, that was like forever ago. When was I in school? Forever ago. But yeah. That was a field that is mostly male dominated. And they weren't used to women applying there, and all they got, they just send away because we're only used to male workers here, so all females do need to go. Yeah, of course it was. They're sending everybody else away. But yeah, they were like under the impression women couldn't even do the job, so they sent them away. You know? That's how things are. Funny enough, I still got to learn exactly that job, but somewhere else, so jokes on them. Somebody else was not so narrow-minded. Oh, wait. Do they go to the goal themselves, or did I have to shoot them? Oh, no. I just clicked on the other two horses. I don't know where I left them. No. Where did I leave the other two horses? Uh-oh. Yeah, I found the horses. I clicked on them, but I didn't bring them back because... I don't know. I think the other direction, right? I think it was the other direction. I just have to see where there's a horse running around. Okay, that's one. I think I clicked on two others, and I think the two others were close to each other. Is that now again like a test of do you go further in, or is that like acceptable? Is that again a test of my awareness and I failed it? I think I went in this direction, but I'm not sure anymore. Wait, there is one. Yeah, it's two of them even. Wait, maybe I can get the one that's in the back first, so then I can like do that together. I think I had a quest like this once, and I'm pretty sure there were markers on the horses to tell me that I had to do something with them. But right now there is no markers, so I was confused. I thought I just had to find them, and they would go home by themselves. One of them is clearly slower than the other, but that's fine. We just stick behind the slower one and then we'll be good. Don't stand still, keep walking. One of them is kind of looking like a Dalmatian. But I like the braided tail. Kind of looks nice. But yeah, enough with the sadness. I need to get back to positive topics. If there are any. Yay. We'll let the horses out. Well, I put them back in, if that counts for anything. Looks like I'm getting a settle pad. A purple one. I hope it still fits in my inventory. Currently, I'm not really like making space in my inventory. So wait, so it's pretty full most of the time. Okay, very good. Now the only thing that I have left, technically, is that quest over here. I think I'd rather do 1 or 2 more races and then maybe talk like a little bit and call it a day. My voice has given up. I'm not used to talking so much anymore. Too long on break. Dun, dun. Yeah. Just vibe. I am vibing. Do you see me vibing? I don't know. Ah, that reminds me, by the way. I did see a video yesterday. Or was it today? I don't know anymore. Doesn't matter. Oh, also I ran right past the race. That I could easily do. I did see a video about play types, like what type of games you might enjoy depending on your play type, and that I found pretty interesting. Maybe I'll link it in the Discord later if I still find it somewhere in my history. I found that very telling on what games I like and which I don't. At least to me, that list kind of did help. So it doesn't make finding new games easier because there's still a problem. There may be games that I enjoy, but at the moment I kind of have to hold back on actually getting them. But it's very interesting nonetheless. Also, my headset had problems yesterday, so I was kind of worried that it had problems today too. Ouch, by the way. Because yesterday it did turn off a few times during the day, and I don't know why. Hey there, Darth. What is going on? Concentration. But so far my headset has behaved itself, so I'm positively surprised if I'm being honest. Ah, good is good. One shall cherish the days when you're feeling good and nothing much is going on, at least not much negatively. Wait. Why is that backwards? It's a little weird. Well, yeah, today I'm just trying to recover from my technical problems, hopefully. Where's the next one there? I mean, if this went well, and I think it did, I 1 or 2 things I wasn't able to fix. But that's like more of a nuisance for me and not on how the stream is like on the viewers' end. Then I'll just have to organize my side, I think. I wanted to go to the windmill and do that race there. Don't know why. It's just nostalgic. And I think there's also like this collection of rabbits in the back, which I wanted to have a look at. feeling when you're like freshly washed your hair the day before and your hair is like full on poofy and you have like your headset on and your hair always gets out of like shape? Like it wants to escape the refinements of the headset and like get out, and then it's in your eye somehow and you can't tuck it back out. That's what I'm experiencing. The XP background. Wait. I think I see it. I just... From this side, right? Where there's like nothing on the other side. Not quite. There's also no windmill on it. Nah. Maybe the other side is better. But yeah, I get what you mean. Not quite, but like a little bit I see it because of the blue skies and then like the green grass with the hill. There's just too many objects in here, but technically yes. You rarely wear a headset. Are you having like that like what do you say, like earplugs or something? What are they called? You know, the things that you get into your ears, or you just having in ears? Is IEMS in ear? In ear. Let's call them just in ear. I have no idea what they are called either. Yeah, I have a problem with the in-ear thingies. I don't know if it's like my ears, but they don't really fit inside of my ears. Like either my ears are too small or too slippery. I don't know. They always fall out. I already using the like the small thingy, but still does not do. Yeah, they always fall. I had some ones that had like a little piece that you like then also like wrapped around the ear shell, so that it would actually like hold. That one was better, but they broke. They broke, and also the audio quality of these were like super bad. So I actually got myself like normal on-ear headset, like a small one for my phone. Because yeah, the in-ears just they don't hold inside. I don't know, they always boop, fall out. You're also too small. Yeah, mine is also small. And it just doesn't want to go in properly. It doesn't want to go in properly. And that's why they always like, they fall out. Because you talk like, or you like, you move your mouth, your jaw or something. Like you breathe. And that is also like, doing tiny movement that even if you try to get them in, they just flop out. Somehow. Because they weren't nicely fitting in the first place. So close to the record. Ah, it's okay. These rabbits do what they want to do. But yeah, in-ears and me are not best friends. I mean, it's okay for like, let's say, half an hour. Maybe an hour, but sometimes I have to wear my headset way longer. Way longer. Doesn't matter if I'm playing a game or if I'm on the phone, which I'm on over Discord with my family for 1, 2, or 3 hours. Then I can't use in-ears. It wouldn't work. Also, I'm kinda a sucker for like surround sound. I don't know why. Just, I like it crisp and clear and hearing where stuff is coming from. So might be a little sensitive on that part. But I didn't find in-ears yet that are like affordable for me and hold and at the same time have crispy enough sound. Like it's either one or two things that are always lacking for me. I mean, I tried in-ear thingies once that my brother did recommend to me, but they're like 10 times the price of what I would actually pay for some. So I didn't get them in the end, even though those would have worked, but that was just too much then. I've done this race so many times. I think I already know in and out on where I need to go. Which is not a bad thing, but... Very nice. I think I go back to my stable and like put all my stuff into the closet before we call it a day. Call for pickup. I know I do that joke all the time, but when I call for pickup and there is no pickup bar in front of me, you know, the chocolate one to eat, I'm always disappointed. I'm actually not like the biggest fan of pickups. But I know somebody that is. They're like... They definitely mad for pickups. When there's a package in front of them, it's gone soon. Never seen pickups? I have to post that on Discord too. Wait, now it's getting too much to post. I have to take a note. Wait. Post video of play types. Post picture or article of pickup snack. Okay. You're googling it. Hopefully you find the right one. Let me move you over here for now. I mean, it's not the most exciting. It's basically it's a chocolate between two like butter cookie thingies. I got metalworking tools. Mmm, so crunchy. I wouldn't eat those. I really wouldn't. Gonna be honest. Stay away from the metalworking tools. That here. That is horse gear. Currently here. I know my. This is not good sorted, but oh well. It has to be. I'll post it to you in just a second. We're wrapping up here anyways. Oh, also, I don't know if you noticed, but I gave my stable a new look again. I don't know, I'm weird like that. I don't know. There were new things out and I wanted to get some. I had some stuff lying around. So, that's why it looks a little different. At least it's fitting with the horse I'm currently riding, so... Can't say it doesn't fit. It's very nice. I like the window especially. It gives such a nice outside view and light. Very, very pretty. But yeah, let me go to the just chatting screen, I think, for a wrap up. Let me see if I can turn it around. I Whenever I want to change my category, I now have to do it on the outside somewhere. Which means for a few seconds, I am not seeing chat, which is a little annoying, but what can you do? My hair. My hair gets in the way. Ah. Sneaky can't see me. She's looking out and not in the chat. Quickly post something. No, it's fine. I mean, I don't know. It's just a few seconds. It's not like I have to go hyper speed in answering anyway, so it's fine. It's just very weird, you know, because I'm used to having like everything on my second monitor, like all nicely sorted, all functions there without having to like not have a view on anything. Like I always see my preview, always the chat, always the reward queues, everything. And my action buttons, everything was there, and somehow nothing works now anymore. So we'll just organize. For some functions I now have to just go into browser, like close OBS or like minimize more like it for a few seconds, do stuff and then come back. It will work. It's not very comfy, but it will work. But yeah, I got my dailies done. I did a few extra races, caught up a little bit. I think I forgot a day or two. That's why I'm a little behind. So maybe it was good that I did catch up on points a bit. But yeah. Next week, I'm not sure if I can set up already the game that I was talking about. I will try. But as I said, I can't promise anything. If I can set it up until then, I think I am gonna give Planet Zoo another try. If it will have me and not try to kill my PC off while I'm starting it again, then we may be trying that one. See if there's any improvement on the FPS while I'm having it on, like especially like my OBS, that the stuff is not lagging while I do that. Yeah, that's two babies. Yeah, it can't be helped. They are faster than I can click. Unless I am putting it on really slow-mo, but the problem is if I play on slow-mo, we're never gonna get anywhere. Because it takes so long to make monies. Like, basically, I would have to get the babies out while they are still babies and put them into a new area where they can then grow up. But technically, even if I have to do that, I have to do two. One for all the males and one for all the female offspring. Because otherwise, if I don't do that, as soon as they grow up, they instantly go at each other. Like, whatever they do, it's a disaster. Unless you have, like, 3 enclosures for every single species. And that can get expensive. Yeah. For the moment, I think I'm staying with the, we're gonna give them contraceptives. So they can do whatever they like, but nothing comes of it. I just have to remember to, as soon as they are born, turn that toggle on in the menu, so we don't get problems anymore. At least for the frogs and stuff, I think I can turn it to auto and it auto manages it, which is really easier than for the lions and especially like the wolves. I think the wolves, they like multiply like crazy. But I think for the wolves it's not that bad because they have like multiple males and females in one pack, so they don't have a bigger problem with that. Problem is like the species that only have like either one male or only one female, because then you got like issues. Well, I'm guessing in the wild these issues also like happen, but you know what I mean. It's not good. Not good for genetics. Not good for the morale. But yeah. Okay. So I will remember to post it to the two thingies on the Discord in just a second. If the video, I'm unsure if I still find, but I think it's still in my history somewhere. For the snack, that's not a problem. I know what it looks like. And if I have to go to the online shopping site of my supermarket and take a picture. But yeah. I thank you all for being here in this a little stress-ridden test. I hope things are slowly returning back to normal and not acting up anymore. And yeah. I hope I can get the game working until next week. We'll see. I keep you updated on that on the Discord. Worked well, I think. Yeah, I am saying that the test gets a unlike, you know, like you get the school system where like 1 is the best and like 6 is the worst. It gets a 3. It passed. It's okay. It's not good, but test passed. Like in the beginning, it looked like a failure. But once I got it to work, which was like 1 hour too late, I think, it at least went through smoothly. It's good enough, but there were some complications in the beginning. Passing grade gets you to graduate. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you passed. Congrats, OBS. Here's your, not award, here's your, what do you say, participation medal. Why always the crab rave? Why always the crab rave? I'm always dying of scare. Because that one is so loud. I don't know if it's like as loud for you too, but like on my headset, it's like way louder than the others. Thank you. Now I'm awake again. But yeah, I'll go make dinner now. I don't know what, but I'll go make dinner. I thank you all for being here today. And I hope to see you again next time. And I hope that there is a next time. If OBS is dying on me again, I think I'm gonna... I don't know what I'll do. I'll kill it. Or something. But then it's already dead. Can't kill something that's already... Doesn't matter. We're not gonna discuss that anymore. Thank you for being here. Don't uninstall again. Yes. I noticed that too. No reinstalling each time it loses features somehow. Anyway. Bye.